Hey guys, welcome to a recap of Jewish Matchmaking episode 5. How big is his Mezuzah? Okay. This episode I felt like it was a bit short. I felt like we were missing Harmony, we were missing Ori, but we have our other couples. So let's get into this recap. So first, of course, we open up with a couple that's been married for quite some time. This couple has been married for over 25 years, and this time we have a talkative Ken. He is just super chatty and he's ready to give his advice, and he says that what makes his wife special and in advice that he gives is to look for someone with a beautiful heart. And she was just so happy with his response. I would be so happy too as well. Very cute, super cute couple. Been together for over 25 years and they're giving you guys advice to how it's done, okay? So we start off this episode with an update from Danny. Now, Danny, she's having girl chat with the girls. They're having lunch. They're spreading their tea, their gossip about what they think about this whole situation. And you guys, David is falling back. David is falling behind. David is not doing what he's supposed to do. We were rooting for him initially because when she went out with Sean, I felt some type of way. I felt like, wait, what about David? But to hear and find out that David is not putting much effort to get to know our girl Danny, like why? What's the reason? And it seems like he's becoming disinterested because of the lack of effort that the amount of effort that he's putting into the situation. So Danny does not have time to waste time with these guys who don't know what they want to do or put in effort. What really turned her off is that she was trying to make some time and plan with him a date, and she wanted him to take lead, to be an alpha male, and he was giving everything but that. He was giving operating in his feminine energy, which is nothing wrong with a guy operating his feminine energy. But when it comes to dating, especially Danny, she's looking for someone to operate in their alpha. Okay. He pretty much told Danny that, oh, she should just plan the day, where to eat, what time, where, when. He didn't just say, he could have even add to it what to wear too as well. Because all he wanted to do was just show up and take part. I'm like, no, sir, how is that attractive? Like, obviously you don't like the girl enough to want to step up, peacock, and show her a good time. And this is making Danny feel like I'm not gonna really consider this guy or take him seriously. But her friends are hilarious. They wonder, okay, wait, how big is his mezuzah though? Okay, and I don't need a translator to understand what is a mezuzah. Okay, so pretty much David is becoming a turnoff for Danny, and it sucks. And we're gonna see later in this episode what does he have to say for himself, and it was so sad. I cringed the whole time because guys are not thinking. If you don't put any effort, the girl's not gonna think that you're into her. Like, what are you thinking? Oh my gosh. So that was unfortunate, and it's unfortunate, but it's good for Danny because now she can know how to move forward and act appropriate to the situation. So we now get an update from Noah, and Noah's on his first date with Eliana, and they are pretty much in the snow. They're out in the snow in the wilderness. I don't think that's a first date, in my opinion. Maybe for people over in wherever he's at, that's okay, but that was not a first date for me, y'all. That was not giving me first date. So we learned a little bit about Eliana. She is from Florida, so she's visiting all the way from Florida to, I think he's in Alaska, I'm not too sure. She's Flexidox, and it seemed like as they were talking, their personalities are quite similar. She's very chill, very mellow. It seemed like to me that she was more into getting to know the person as opposed to him having hair. Not, no shade to Noah, no, it doesn't have any hair. Pretty much she doesn't seem super superficial. Okay, so they go on a horse ride, which is the second time we're seeing that at the first date. We saw that with Ori. This one, they're making small talk, and it, to me, it really could have gone either way because I couldn't tell if there was attraction, if this was a match. I was just, observing. And as an observer, I thought it could go either way. What did you guys think? What did you guys think of that first date? So the real tea, of course, is going to be the confessional. So that's what I was waiting for, so I can really get a sense what's in each other's head. So I want to know what's going on in Noah's mind and what's going on in Liana's mind, because both of them to each other, they look like, it's a good conversation, it's a decent conversation. It could go either way. It could be a friend, it could be a new potential partner, but it wasn't on bad side. Like, I didn't think that this was a bad date. So, Eliana in her confessional, she is liking Noah. She feels that he's very genuine, and I get that sense of genuinity from her too as well, because I feel like they're the same person. So I said to myself, okay, it's going well. This is a good sign. So I look forward to seeing more. But later in the episode, we get even more tea, some more information. So, Noah, he is liking Ileana. And I feel like these two, they're so easygoing and it's like happy go lucky. It's a vibe. I thought it was cute. So now we go over and find out what's going on with Miss Faye. So Miss Faye is looking forward to going on a date with Shia. And the mom, she said she's not involved, but she's involved a little bit. She helped pick out an outfit. Like, she said to her that you should wear this cute dress. That's the outfit you should wear. So they talk about Shia, and what they said is that he is a family of all brothers, no sisters. And Faye, she's not really liking that kind of dynamic. I can agree with that too as well, because I feel like men need a sister to have an idea what's like to be around women, to be considerate towards women, how to treat women, understand women's problems. And I feel like you don't get that as much from a guy who has only brothers. So I was like, oh, I'm a little scared too. So back over to Noah. We're getting to see Noah and Eliana go on a part 2 of their date. And it's out for drinks. I forgot to mention, he asked Eliana if she wanted to go out for drinks. She said yeah, and so now they're on this date. So these two are laughing. I'm like, wow, it's going really, really good. They're really liking each other. He asked, her what does she view as a trait that's important for men to have for her in her eyes. And that's, aside from, the physicality, but more in the personal. And what we get is that she wants someone who's looking for commitment and who is supportive, which is like normal and fair. And as I mentioned before, I feel like Eliana, she doesn't give the vibes of a person who's looking for a person to look a certain way, to act a certain way. She just wants a person to have a being about them that's genuine. So I thought that she was super kind. And I thought maybe, Noah could be a match, maybe. But Noah starts to get a little quirky, y'all. He gets a little too quirky too soon. Let her fall in love with you before you get super quirky. Gosh. I feel like he needs some training from Eliza. So Noah, he gets into this long analogy that he wants to share with Eliana. And I'm like sitting there like, I'm not impressed. This man is not smooth with his words to talk to this woman. Okay. I feel like he's not winning over her heart, but he's trying to, relate and, have a conversation with her to share an analogy. But I felt like this is not working out. It's not going good. And I'm just hoping what she's gonna say, because in the confessionals, they're gonna say how they really feel, okay? In her confessional, she says that she is not finding the spark. She's not finding the spark, y'all. She's not finding the spark. She's not seeing the passion. And, she blames it on him being kind of like a country guy and she's more city. So I was like, ooh, this is not good. This is not good. But I feel like Noah had her in the first half, but in the last half, him and his quirkiness, Alisa, you need to have a talk with him to let him know he can't just say any willy-nilly stuff like that. No, 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 no. So we're back over to our girl Danny, and I'm like, oh, okay, we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have some fun. So what we learned is that David is in some true hot water, y'all. The hottest water that I could boil myself, okay? He didn't show up to Danny's birthday, and he said he would. Why would you do that, sir? And think it's all cool. Not even send the gift. Not even, let her know. He just did not show up. So our girl is feeling some type of way because she mentioned already she doesn't like people who waste her time. So we know he's gonna get it. So they have like a little sit down at the horse track. I don't know. This show loves the horses. I don't know. Horses, they smell. They smell. But they're cute to look at, cute to see, but they smell. Okay. So David, he shows up and Danny's just sitting and she's waiting and she's wearing her hectic hat. I said that is so derogatory, so provocative, but you're ready to provoke. You're ready to get the emotions that you want because you want to get a sense, some emotion from this man. So David, he comes up with this excuse. Is it a valid excuse? No, because he should have known what day her birthday fell on to know that he couldn't commit. Okay, that's where he went wrong. So the reason why he didn't show to her birthday is because he was at Shabbat. So I was like, is it valid? No, it's not valid. And at the end, they see that there's a big religious level because I feel like if her birthday, if they were gonna be together and in the future she has a birthday, I don't think she would stop her birthday for Shabbat. She's like, forget Shabbat. It's my birthday. Okay, so I felt for her because he committed and she was looking forward to it. And I'm pretty sure she said that, oh, this guy she's been talking to is coming to see me for my birthday. So to be stood up not only, you know, on her birthday, but her family is probably there, her friends are probably there. You're meeting a lot of people in her close circle, possibly, at her birthday. So that was a no for sure. So he is pretty much saying that this situation gives friend energy, but he would mind to just make out and kiss. And I'm like, sir, you think you could have your cake and eat it too? Like, how does this work? And they do this whole teasing about Sephardic and Ashkenazi, and it's just like these two are not a match. I was rooting for you, David. I was rooting for you and Danny because Danny, she was giving you life. I thought you would give life. And he tried to like kind of knock her a little bit. He said to her that, he's not really a nightlife guy, and he's probably too boring for her. And she is like not having it. She, on to the next, moving on. And she's doing that gladly. So I'm happy for her. So we're back to Faye's date. And she is dressed so nicely. She has her dress. And also her date is so properly dressed. Like he was so super dapper and dressed up. So Shia, he shows up and he's waiting for Faye downstairs with her mother. And so they have a great talk. They realize how close they are to each other. Her mom pretty much know his family. So it's such a small world pretty much. And so a little bit about Shia is considered a catch in his community. I'm like, okay, confidence. So but let's see what our girl Faye got to say, because at the end of the day, let's see how much of a catch you are. So Faye, she comes out and he's excited. He's like, you could tell his face, he was like, his face lit up when he saw her. So the mom is super excited. And so in the next scene, Aliza is checking in on Noah, pretty much to figure out what happened. How did you think it went with the date with Eliana? And unfortunately, Noah had to report some bad news. He pretty much got the sense that, Eliana is looking for someone who doesn't have as much experience as he does, meaning that she doesn't want someone who's already been married or already has a kid. And those are things that he can't change about himself. So it wasn't a match, y'all. It wasn't a match. It wasn't a match. And that's unfortunate. But, of course, Elisa's going to help. She's going to be there to support and help Noah find his match. And I believe his match is out there. So now we're back to Miss Faye and Shia. So they are going on a date and they head out to a nice restaurant. And these two are just laughing like they've known each other since forever. Since forever. And I thought it was interesting that they share food. I don't know if I'm gonna share my food on the first date, I don't know, that's super intimate, super comfortable to do. So I felt, and I took that as a good sign that, they like each other enough to share. So I thought that was a good sign. So these two are giggling. And what's shocking is that, Faye, she considered herself to have not really like a busy, fun type of life, because compared to Shaya, he's a drinker, he likes to have fun, but in her own way, Faye has her own personality, and these two just complement each other, I feel like. So I thought it was a great date, and I thought they had a great time with one another. And he makes it very clear that he likes her. Like, he likes her. They are laughing, but Faye is a little bit hard to read. But it seems like Faye would go on another date with this man. So I'm looking forward to see a second date with these two. I feel like Aliza was on point with them. They go together, their family meshes already. So I thought that was awesome. So that was the episode. It was like only like 25 minutes long, and I felt like it was so short. And then when it got to the end, I realized, oh my God, no Harmony, no Ori. We need an update. But of course, we'll stay tuned. So I look forward to recapping the next episode. I rate this episode a little bit lower. I would give it maybe just a 7.98 because it was so short, and I was looking forward to know what the other couples were up to get. I want to get more ahead along in this process. And plus, what about Cindy? What's happening with Cindy? It's the year of Cindy. We need to be up to date on her. So I know we have more in store. So guys, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. Okay, just join the gang. And as always, share as much kindness as possible. I see you guys soon. Bye.